Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I'm here in Blackpool. Look at that site behind me. We've got Blackpool Tower, we've got the big wheel, well in fact the big wheel on the central pier is not really all that well lit really, a lot of the LEDs aren't working. So I'm here on Blackpool Promenade on a Monday night. I thought I'd take a little look around the South Shore area. So I'm actually just outside, check it out, Yates's. It's a bit of a sorry sight, isn't it, this building? I remember when it was really busy, this Yates's South Shore. Yeah, we used to go in here quite a lot actually in the olden days, and it shut down, I think it was 2022. Yeah, so it opened up again after the lockdown, and then it ran for a while, but then eventually they closed it, and they're looking to turn it into another pub again, but also a hotel as well. So there are plans to turn this into a new establishment with a hotel, an extension and everything, keep the Art Deco features. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. Anyway, I thought we'd take a little walk around this area of Blackpool, see what it's like down the South Shore end for a bit of a change. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? And there's a lot of sand. It's amazing how much sand blows in, isn't it, from the sea, you know, into these like areas, like patios and that on the that's the thing about being on the promenade, isn't it? You do get all the sand, don't you? But it does look a bit of a mess, doesn't it? Ooh. Hello. Police. I'll tell you what, it's not bad for a Monday evening, you know, there's a few people around, there's a bit of life around in Blackpool. We are still in the holidays, of course. Someone told me that Scotland have gone back to school, is that right? As we look towards the, oh God, I don't know, that's amazing, isn't it? Scotland have gone back to school, is that right? But then we will have the half term, won't we? Just thought I'd quickly show you the front here, look at that. It's amazing. It reminds me a bit of the Midland Hotel in Morecambe, if anyone knows that. And that was derelict for a long time before it was turned into a hotel, yeah. And yeah, it will open up again sometime. I don't know when it's going to be, but this is how it looks at the moment. There's quite a bit of clearing up to do. Let me know if you came here. Yeah, it's looking a bit sad at the moment, but yeah, there is hope. Just check out this massive, it's like a sand dune outside the front there. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, like I said, when you live on the promenade, there's a lot of people that live along the promenade, and they must have to get rid of sand because it just gets everywhere, doesn't it? Yeah, what have we got here? Rock City Superstore. That's quite a big shop, that, you know. Just closing up now. I'm filming this at so I'm filming this at what time is it? Just after 9 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, it's just gone 9 o'clock. Now we've actually got some quite posh apartments, or Airbnbs or whatever you want to call them. Along this section here, we've got this building here, that one there. Is it that one? Seafront 419. Looks quite fancy actually. What do you think? I'm not sure if it's Airbnbs or serviced apartments, but they look quite fancy anyway. Just here we've got the cod mother, famous fish and chips. Interesting. Anyway, here, this car park here is actually where they were supposed to be building an easy hotel. Let's have a little walk through here because I want to show you something. I can't remember what was in here before actually, this space, but they put the steelwork up for a new hotel, an easy hotel here, and it was up for ages. Must have been quite a few years, and then nothing came of it. But I just want to show you something just over here. It's actually on Waterloo Road. We've got a mural on a wall there. Is that mural there? Surprised there's not more graffiti on these walls actually, because they look a bit plain. We're just coming out the other side of the car park. So that's the Dutton Arms pub there. We've just come around the back of there, and just here we've got the shoe market, and I just wanted to quickly show you this over here because just a bit of an update really. I've had a few people say, what's in that where the Woolworths used to be? What's in that space? Well, this is it. This is what it's like now. It's now a car park, and it's all been finished off. We've all got the lines in. Here we are. I am now walking inside what was the well, it was originally Woolworths, and then it became the Heart Store. And the Heart Store did really well. They were very popular, and they used to sell Christmas decorations all year round. So this is how it looks today. Now I'm just wondering why they've got that scaffolding up there. Is that because that building that used to back onto the Heart Store is unsafe? I don't know whether that's just keeping that. Because you don't know, around here, this is Bond Street, and obviously Bond Street, I've done videos on it in the past. It's really fallen on hard times, and there's a lot of buildings down here that are, well, they've fallen into disrepair, so maybe this one is one of them. But anyway, there you go, this is it. I am now stood inside what the space which was the Heart Store, which was originally Blackpool's second Woolworths here in South Shore. So I'll just give you a look all the way around. I'm stood at the crossroads of Waterloo Road, Bolton Street and Bond Street. So that's Waterloo Road there, the bright lights of Waterloo Road. But it's looking pretty dead at the moment. And Bond Street, well, Bond Street has been dead for years. We're looking straight down there. And you know what? You could look down there during the day and it wouldn't look much different to that, I'm telling you. Just over there is where I've just been, in that car park there. We've got a shoe market here on the corner. This is Bolton Street. Now Bolton Street, I call it like the back alley of the promenade. Here it's actually a normal road, but as you go down it gets really, really thin and it looks like a back alley. And that's why I call it the back alley of Blackpool Prom. But there you go, Bolton Street. Okay, so we'll just head on to the promenade again. I've noticed as well that they're painting the plant pots. The council plant pots, they've painted them here as well. They do that in some places, don't they? You know where they don't paint them? Or at least, I'm not sure if it's a council. They probably get the council, get other people to do it, volunteers and stuff to do it, don't they? Because I don't think the council have got enough money to do that, have they? But they could do with painting those ones in the town centre, couldn't they? Or doing something with them and planting actual plants inside them and not just leaving like concrete inside. It's desolate. Blackpool town centre is desolate for greenery. You know, greenery. There's hardly any greenery there, is there? Anyway, I know they're watching. They watch me. Sometimes things happen when I mention stuff on my video, so you never know. But this is Notariani's, Blackpool's most famous ice creams. Any flavour you like, as long as it's vanilla. Look at that. You cannot get better ice cream than Notariani's. Just here we've got Brooks Collectibles, if you like. Collecting stuff, cars, trains, Corgi Classics. This is a good shop. give them a visit. I think they've got a YouTube channel as well. Just down here we've got a joke shop on the corner, not connected with the one in town that they got rid of. Now, Drummer's House of Jokes, which was demolished, a lot of people have kind of mixed it up with this one, but I believe that this one doesn't have anything to do with that one. Although it does look very similar, doesn't it, with the colour and everything. Blackpool's #1 rock shop. We've got quite a few #1 rock shops, haven't we? Rangers Football Club, Liverpool Football Club flags, Celtic. Union Jack. Are you allowed to fly the Union Jack? Scarves. I'm still watching that colour over there, it looks amazing. In fact, the big wheel looks like it's lit up properly now. I was a bit worried about the big wheel on the central piece. A lot of it didn't seem to be working, but it seems to be working now. Anyway, we'll head past McDonald's. Oh, it's looking bright at McDonald's. That was quite skillful. There's always people begging outside the McDonald's. Or one of them looks like in fact, they both look like they're sleeping there, don't they? Pansy Pansy Hotel Apartments. Just over here we've got this place called, we've got Casa Franco. Looks quite fancy. And here we've got the steakhouse. It's got a cow on the top of it. Some of the writing isn't lit up. The sign isn't quite lit up, but that's quite a nice place from what I've heard actually. Steakhouse established 1980. The Eating Inn. We are open 7 days a week, 12 p.m. till late. Let's have a look at this place here. Now this is a hotel, I think, but it's got like a bar as well, like a public bar. And I came round here not too long ago, and it was oh my god, it was really rowdy. And I thought, if I was staying at that hotel, I'm not sure if I'd like all that noise outside, but it was absolutely banging out here. And we've got these little shelters here. Look, that bin could do with emptying. King's Promenade Hotel it's called. It's got it on like an electronic sign up there. Tick bar or something? I don't know. I think there's an eye missing on there. Tiki bar. So let me know what you think if you've stayed at that place, and have you ever seen it get rowdy outside? Because I know when I saw it the other week, it was, oh my goodness. South Beach King's Hotel. Well, we've got a young seagull down here that looks like it's hopping along. It's struggling a bit, that seagull. Hope it's alright. We're now at the Queen's Hotel. This is a big hotel. It's massive. And we've got some coaches outside, Alta Travel. So it looks like they've got quite well booked up. 2 Alta Travel coaches. So the Queen's is doing quite well, isn't it? And as we look towards the South Pier, the bright lights of the South Pier, let's go and take a closer look at that, shall we? Well, it's pretty calm, the Irish Sea today, not that much wind. In fact, the wind is coming from behind me, coming from the east, which makes a change, and that's probably why the sea is so calm. And as you can see, the South Pier is absolutely banging. It is rocking on the South Pier. The rides are going, and as we look towards the Pleasure Beach this way, the Pleasure Beach is in darkness. That's because the Pleasure Beach closes at, is it 6 p.m? That's a good 3 hours ago, isn't it? It might even be earlier than that on the weekday. I think it might be 5 o'clock, but the South Pier, oh, they're still going on there. So I'm now just coming up to the front of the South Pier. Do you know that I've never ever done a video on the South Pier? Actually on the pier, can you believe that? Now I have done videos on the North Pier and the Central Pier, pretty rare, but I've never actually done one on the South Pier. So let me know if you want me to do a video on the South. The reason why I don't tend to do videos on, or I don't tend to do videos on the piers is because they're a bit funny about people filming. So that's why I tend not to film on the piers, but this is how it looks on a Monday night in Blackpool. We've had some nice weather as well. We've still got some decent weather. The weather's going to carry on, I think. I think it's going to carry on.
We're right back on it and ready for the next game.
A week or so. We're taking in some of the sights and sounds of the South Shore Blackpool, the bright lights of South Shore. We do have some bright lights down this end. Apart from the Pleasure Beach, unfortunately. The Pleasure Beach of the spoil sports, because the Pleasure Beach, they should be open now. Let me know in the comments. Come on, the Pleasure Beach. They used to be open until stupid o'clock. They used to be open until the people went out. Until the crowd started to go down and they weren't taking any money. But as you can see over there, it's all in darkness, the Pleasure Beach. But at least we've still got some bright lights. We've got this casino here, look. That does really well. Oh my goodness, that does so well, that casino. And we've also got the bright lights of the Velvet Coaster. Wetherspoons. Just wait till the illuminations come on, then it's going to be really busy, isn't it? More donuts there, look. Shelley's Shack. Donuts. Seashells. Fish and chip shop. What do you reckon? Cut Price Rock. Oh, I said I used to work in the rock factory as well. I used to work at the Palace Rock Factory, which is not that, or was, not that far away from where I am now. It was on Castlegate, South Shore, yeah. Anyway, we're now onto Station Road, and does anyone remember the toilets? We had public toilets here, down steps, and I think you can probably tell where they've done the new paving. Can you see there? There used to be public toilets that were down a bit like what they had at Talbot Square. If you remember the ones at Talbot Square, those got filled in about 15 years ago. Well, these ones here were only filled in a couple of years ago, you know. Yeah. So it wasn't that long ago. I wanted to film it as well, but I know they'd already done it before I'd noticed. But anyway, just across the road, I filmed the Velvet Coaster just before. That's where the Lucky Star amusements used to be, but now, well, they moved into this building here. So this was the Lucky Star. But as you can see, look at it. Look, it's empty. It's empty. No more Lucky Star. I think you can still see. Can you still see the sign? Look. You can still see where the sign was there. Look. Lucky Star is no more, I'm afraid. So I'm just looking back to where I came from over there. That's quite a grand building on the corner as well, isn't it, on the quiet? It's quite a grand old building there. And just across the road we've got the beach market. What's that up there? The Gallant Pioneer. Oh, was it a pub? There's a doorway over there. Is that a pub? The Gallant Pioneer. Another souvenir shop there. So this is Station Road. Got a few more hotels here. Hotel St Elmo. I was going to make a joke about St Elmo's fire there for a second. The 5H Cafe. Interesting, because that's where I had that massive breakfast that came in a pizza box. Yeah. But I haven't seen it open since though. Has anybody been in the 5H Cafe and tried that massive breakfast like me? So we're now looking down Bond Street from the other side. From the south side of Bond Street. I'm just on the corner here. And there's a building here. That's, again, it's quite a fancy building and it has been turned into apartments. And this is where the Jupil Club used to be. If anyone remembers the Jupil Club, it was right here. The Jupil Club. The Jupil were coach builders. Yeah. And they were based in Martin, I think. Jupil. So that was the Jupil Club. Just over there we've got another car park over there. That's another Howard Plant car park, just like the Woolworths one we saw before. Bond Street carries on all the way down there and it leads pretty much back up to the promenade again, goes around the back of the pleasure beach. And I'll just give you a quick look back that way there, and just here we've got another gift shop, and we've got some nice, quite scary looking artwork on it actually. What do you reckon? The Bond Street Chippy. Did anyone go to the Bond Street Chippy? It's no more, I'm afraid. That closed down, what? Is it a couple of years ago now? Yeah, so we haven't even got the Bond Street Chippy anymore. But we do have Bentleys. We do have Bentleys. That's a bit back further that way. I didn't go past Bentleys, but if you want a good chippy on this part of town, check out Bentleys. They're actually down that way there. So you carry on down that way, past Station Road, and you'll get to Bentleys. Definitely the best fish and chips in this part of town. Okay, so I'm now on Dean Street, and we're just looking at traditional fish and chips catch. What do you reckon? Has anyone been in here? Are these fish and chip outlets that are on the promenade or near the promenade? Are they any good? Let me know if you've been to any of them. Anyway, we've got some more hotels this way. Just over here we've got the Maydene, which I went in the other week. She showed us around the hotel the other week, and if you're looking for a nice hotel, you'll get it there at the Maydene, so check it out. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the promenade again. So we're just coming back out onto the promenade again, and we've had a little tour of South Shore Blackpool. I can still hear a lot of music coming from over there. The bright lights of the South Pier, but not the Pleasure Beach. The Pleasure Beach are letting us down, folks. Anyway, I'll leave it there now. If you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.